Yeah.
Right.
So is that allowed for revalidation also?
Revalidation of Rahul.
Yeah, of any equipments. Is that the same concept is allowed for revalidation during revalidation?
Yes. So you are saying, let's say, suppose I have done my validation using, let's say, GAMP4. Now
Yes.
I'm going for, let's say, revalidation. So you can definitely go for the amendment to your validation master plan. So what you can do in that case, very good question, Rahul. So what you can do, you can go for the amendment. Let's say you have done the, let's say, validation based on, let's say, GAMP4. Let's say example. Right. Now you done the amendment in your validation master plan, which is your VMP, right? And once you do that VMP, you can mention considering all the concepts of GAMP file version 2. Yeah. Once you do that, then you can go for the new validation or revalidation. In any of the case, you can apply your GAMP file version 2. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Because your entire GAMP4 is mentioned in your VMP.
Yes.
And then you are now amendment, you are doing the amendment to the game, your VMP, saying that I will be applying my risk-based approach based on the game file. And then you can do this entire part. And you can always talk to your QA people and say that, okay, this is how we can reduce the time or we can improve the quality of documentation, because it's a too much of over compliance, right? You remember we discussed last time that initially we used to, let's just take a screenshot of each and everything, all the bloody screenshots of all the things, and it used to be such a big document for any computer system validation. Yeah, you remember, Chirag, Rahul, Venkatesh? Because I did this
Yes.
qualification, I know.
Yes, Robin. Yes.
Yeah.
But
So that's a huge burden on all of us at that point of time. Yeah. So this is what the game file, why, what, and how of that one. Then let's go and understand one of the thing which is very important. The GAM file, it's like a GPS for the pharma IT systems. It helps navigate the validation without overloading the so many things in terms of doing over compliance, and also it will avoid sacrificing the innovation. So the second edition brings more modern thinking in terms of pharma 4.0, because there is a difference. Industry Revolution 4.0, which is not exactly equal to Pharma 4.0. And this is a small task that I want to give it to all of you, that by tomorrow, please give me what is the difference between the Industry 4.0 and Pharma 4.0. What is the difference? I went to one of the, let's say, conference in PAMC, Pharma Manufacturing and Automation Convention, one of the, let's say, session which has happened in Hyderabad. And there I have given the lecture on this part. What is the difference between Industry Revolution 4.0 and the Pharma 4.0? Yeah. So I request all of you, go today, go back to your work, and whenever you get a time tomorrow, please find out. And this is for your knowledge. No need to come back and tell me that, okay, I learned this is. It is for your learning. You can always put into the group that, okay, what you have learned, that's a very important part. But it is for you to learn what exactly is the difference. Even I can tell you, I can bet you, even many of the professionals in your organization, they even don't know what is the difference between IR 4.0 and Pharma 4.0. Yeah. So please go and read on this part and do some more research on this. Okay. Now let's take the quiz. So this is the quiz on the GAMP 5 fundamentals. So what is the primary objective of the GAMP 5? We just now understood. So who can take this? Chirag? What is the primary objective of the GAMP 5?
it tells us how could we do.
So is it a speed up the production? Is it on the focus on the documentation, ensure the systems are intended use, or reduce the supplier cost? What is the yeah?
ensure systems are fit for intended use.
Absolutely. So the answer is not on the documentation. Answer is not on the speed of the production. And answer is not also to reduce the supplier cost. We are leveraging some of the supplier documentation, but we are not actually talking about the cost. We are talking about the system should be fit for the intended use. Yeah. Okay. So let's take the another question. Now, match and mix each of these. What is the risk-based approach? What is the lifestyle approach? What is the scalable activities? What is the science-based QMS? Anyone? Can anyone answer this?
This approach joins to focus on criticality.
Yes. Okay. So let's say
A to 3.
A for let's say the focus on criticality. Then
Life
life
cycle
cycle
from
approach.
concept to retirement.
Very good. That's a concept to retirement because that's what the we are taking. Now let's give the chance to Venkatesh, Rahul, Rupesh. Where are these guys? Venkatesh?
D to 2, sir.
Scalable activities, you are saying 2.
No, sir. D to 2.
Okay, D to 2. Science-based QMS, data and process driven. Okay, very good.
And scalability to tailored system.
Okay, very good. So there is some mismatch over here. So scalable activities is something where you can process, it will be process driven because then only you can scale. And then science-based QMS is something which is your tailored to the your system complexity.
Okay. Please
Yeah.
explain.
So I would say this versus this and this versus this because your scalable activities will be tailored to the system complexity. So let's see, I will go through the answer and then we can understand that part. But I think mostly these two are right. Let's see the next two also. So the first is risk-based approach, which is focus on criticality. Correct, Chirag, what you said is. Then the next one is from concept to retirement, which is your life cycle approach. Now, scalable activities, which is tailored to the system complexity. Why? Because when you are scaling the activities, you need to understand which is your complexity. You can otherwise you can't do the scaling. And your science-based QMS is a data and the process driven because your QMS is always data and the process driven. So that's why that's the another answer. So I think we answer all the right correctly. Only these two I think interchange. Yeah. And it happens. It's I mean because this is not something which we are dealing on day-to-day basis. So it happens. That's okay. Yeah. Clear, Rahul, Venkatesh, Rupesh.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay.